believe that art can help save someone's life. The only reason I'm so sure about this is because it has saved me. Before I started going to a public school, I started out in a private school. That school was St. Jude's. How I think of it, hell on earth. I never had fun at the hellhole except for when I had art class because I was one of the best artists there for my age. I was bullied in every class I had, including art, but we had a choice of seats and I would always sit alone in a corner. I was the best artist in my school practically. When we had art competitions like Doodle for Google, I would always win. After I was bullied for a few years, mainly 4th grade through 7th grade, I fell into a depression. I would always draw very dark pictures of creatures of the night. For example, vampires, dark angels, and devils. Despite being in a Catholic school, no one questioned my dark pictures. They all thought it was normal. Mainly, none of them knew I was being bullied. And even if they did, they didn't do anything about it. I was coming home upset or in tears almost every day. My grades were failing except for gym, art, and music. I was drawing more, making up stories, imagining I was in a different world, that I was a different person. I really wasn't happy with anything. My imagination helped me to cope with my emotions. It helped me to figure out that crying and showing people my emotions wasn't going to do anything. I started to pour my emotions into my drawings. My pictures started off violent, and they soon turned into characters I created with saddened eyes, smiling but still sad, slumped over. Really, just how I felt. When I went into 8th grade, my art improved slightly, veering to an anime style which seemed more appealing than realistic. I would draw fantasy characters for fun, but I'd always go back to my two main characters, Allie Flendor and Zach. Allie was normally representing me or my emotions, whilst Zach was either representing the friends that I longed for or the people that resented me. I'm not afraid to tell you all my past. I used to cut myself. I started in 8th grade. I was losing my only friends at the time, and I was really socially awkward, so making friends was really hard. In the beginning of the year, I was teased a little for coming from a Catholic school. My self-esteem was really low, and I really didn't want to be at school at all. Not that it was any better back at a Catholic school. I tried not to let what anyone said get to me. I would just sit in class and draw. I didn't really pay attention because I learned most of the material back at St. Jude's. I was passing all my classes and I had high honor roll, so I made myself time to draw. I would get in trouble though, but I honestly didn't care at that point. I mean, it was how I got through life. All my pictures mean something or represent something in my life. All of my characters are designed with purpose. Art is a pathway to healing. It can make someone feel better if he or she has a passion for it. For me, it has and always will be.